Okay, so I'm going to show you guys some great new, or some fun techniques with our new colors from Ranger, and a few of my old favorites. But I'm working in a little journal. This is actually something that we have on our mercantile website, but I hate throwing anything away, and this was some great paper that we had excess of once upon a time, and so we took it and made these little recycled notebooks out of them. So I'm just kind of playing with that today. But this is one of our new products, and these are our new JBS products, and this is their doily flowers, real detailed little moldable plastic flowers. But one of the things that I love to do with them is to mask with them. So I'm gonna kind of lay them onto my table here. And I had pre-made this mist, and I usually fill my mister up just a little bit halfway, more than halfway with water, and then I put about 10 drops of my re-inker drops in it. And this is stick candy, so it's a beautiful vintage green. I think it's a neutral. It just matches everything. But I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna do a few sprays here. And it's not quite dark enough for me, so I'm just gonna open it real quick and add a few more drops. Shake that up a little bit. Try again. Still want it to be subtle. That's just a little bit darker. And then I'm going to take a paper towel and just kind of blot the excess here. And you can see the flowers just made this beautiful mask technique there. I'm going to try to dry this just a second, the heat tool, just so I can immediately start stamping on it again without it being wet. I love how the heat tool really just takes a minute and it's almost completely dry. I think that's good enough. Now I'm going to take one of our clear stamps, and this is in our JBS line. And one of the things that I do, I'm a lazy stamper, and if I can skip a step, I'm going to skip a step. And so our stamps come, of course, on this clear backing, little acetate sheet. And so I take it and I lay the sheet down, and I'm going to take our Spice Tin ink, and I take the stamp pad directly to the stamp, put the top back on the pad, and I take the stamp on the acrylic sheet just like you see. I've never taken it off, I've never put it on a block, and I'm gonna stamp it directly where I want it. And then I use my stamp pad basically as my acrylic block. All done. I got a great impression, and I never had to take it off of the sheeting. So it just kind of keeps a step. It makes it easy to store that way. I take a baby wipe, clean it off, and then I just put it away. So again, that's the lazy stamper. The lazy stamper in me. But I love the layered effect of the misting and then adding the stamps. And we'll just kind of keep playing, maybe add some paint here. In our JBS line, we also have some new foam stamps, some various ones here. So I'm going to use a little bit of paint. And I think the speckled egg may look good here. That's part of the, let's actually use Weathervane. This is our new, really pretty gray color. And I'm going to take it, and I'm going to just charge, get the the paint into the sponge, and I'm just going to add it to the foam stamp like this. I'm going to do one more. I changed my mind on what side I'm going to do that on, so we'll do one more here. And with the foam stamps, because the paint's so wet, One of the mistakes sometimes you make when you go to stamp it is just kind of pushing it out and it'll slide on you. So you kind of want to lay it where you want it to go, and then you softly go up and down and push as you go to get that good impression. You got a really great little scallop there. And again, the foam stamp, super easy to clean. Just kind of wipe it with a baby wipe. Dry it with the paper towel, and go on with my life. I'm going to dry that too. Just a minute here. And with the foam stamp images, one of the things that I love to do, I'm not a very good freehand drawer, but foam stamps can give you the impression of being such if you stamp them and then outline them with a pen. Kind of makes you look like you hand painted something without having done so. And I will say, a lot of people think the heat tool is kind of like a hair dryer, and they'll substitute a hair dryer for the heat tool, and it's just not the same. If you've used it, it happens much faster than a hair dryer would. So I'm going to take my new favorite thing, my Sharpie pen, and I'm just going to go around the edges. Just for a little freehand